Corey, and today I'm going to do a tutorial all about one move. That move is a linear wick isolation. And the reason I'm going to talk about this move only is because it's, I think, a core movement in fan spinning, because basically you're moving the fans, you're sliding them from one side of the body to the other. Or you could look at it as sliding the fans from point A to point B via this space in the middle. So you have 4 points far away and 4 points close to the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, and around, and you also have the point on the top and you also have the point on the bottom. And you could connect those points. Sure, you could move in a line, but you could also say move in an arc. Today I'm just going to go over all of the variations that I could think of using the basic principle of going from point A to point B with the fans in a linear wick isolation type style. But the more variations that you find, the more you realize, well, it's not, you don't always have to isolate the wicks, and you don't always have to go in a line. Try to think three-dimensionally. So, anyway, with that said, let's get started, The basic linear wick isolation looks like this. I think that a basic should be done with palms facing the same direction. You can do it with palms facing opposite direction, but we'll talk about that later, because that's a little bit of a different variation on it. So if you want to see some more of these basic slides that I'm just about to show you, you can look in the Vulcan Tech blog number 5. Ladies of Manipulation, Jexy, is featured in that, and she does some really cool stuff with slides. And then you can also check out Memory's tech blog. It has an entire section on this, so those are great resources to look at. And that's where I learned these. You could go side to side. You could go diagonally, bottom to top. And see how each time I just transfer from one of the points by carrying the fans, like treating them like a whole unit? Well, you could apply that principle to carrying the fans around from the different points. So say I come out here, I could go across the top, I could go across the bottom, I could go around in that horizontal line. Let's see, I could go like that. I could separate the hands. I could separate the hands in different ways. I could go all the way around. So those are just some of the different ways, treating the fans as one unit, that you can go around. You can also do a point isolation. This is like a basic slide combo, I guess you could say. I start over here. I bring the fans to the other side of my body. I'm going to isolate the point where the fans meet and rotate each fan around that point 180 degrees, and then I'm going to bring it back and rotate again, and then I'm right back where I started. Now the sixth move I learned from Chris Robo. You can, it's taking this basic slide, and instead of rotating like the fans around like this, you rotate your body. So all you do with the fans is that, bring them over to one side. And you also can go back where you came from. We'll talk about that in a second. I'm just going to turn my body 360 degrees as I do this. Now I came back so my fans are on the other side, so I made like a loop like that, so I went a little bit more, but you can also come back with your fans on the same side. It's like slingshotting them around and back, or you could go around like that. You can also turn 90 degrees, so instead of like turning all the way around, I'll just go 90 each time. So if I'm standing in a box, I'm going to hit each corner. Check it out. And the fans go like this. So I turn around the corner, turn around the corner, around the corner, around the corner. Pretty neat, eh? You can also turn the fans. How about that? Instead of your body. And that looks like this. So what I'm doing, bringing the fans across, and the fans go, they spin opposite directions. So my left hand, the hand on top, spins right toward my head, while the other fan, my right hand, the fan on bottom, is going to spin up toward me and around to the top. So it does 2 spins. And it's really like 1.5, because as you come up, the second one is like getting it into position. Okay, so it looks like this. Now this one I also learned from memory, and it's applying a fold to the isolation. So folding, see, it looks like this. So see how I'm just folding one fan down on top of the other, or I can fold the same fan twice. I can alternate fans. So that's what we see. But I mean, you could do it this way too. You could do all those things. So you go like this, and you have the option of, let's see, I fold the bottom hand up to the top, and from here is where I have the option. If I fold the same hand that I just folded, so I was like this, my right hand came up to meet my left. Now my right hand could fold again, so really I'm isolating this point right here and rotating the fan around it, and I could come back across the front, back the way I came essentially, or I could do the opposite hand, which will make you have to go in a circle. So if you do the same hand twice, you go back the way you came. If you do the opposite hand, alternating hands, you'll have to turn in a circle. Now you can apply that folding. Remember how we were like carrying the fans over like that? Well, you can apply that folding principle to that. So I could fold all the way around in a circle. So what I'm doing is isolating the corner wick, the wick that's on the end. I'm isolating that point and rotating the fan around it. So from here, I go right, right, left, right, left, right, and now I can do my linear wick isolation. Now, this next one I also learned from memory, and it's a behind the head. It goes like this. From here, I'm going to do that point rotation that we talked about before. I'm isolating the point where the fans meet, rotating the fans around it, and bringing it across. Now I'm going to do that same point rotation again, and that's a bend. Now there are other variations that you can do on this. MCP showed me this one, where you turn, and then you go back across the same shoulder that you entered from. So I'm going across my right, I'm going to turn to the left, hopefully isolating that point, and then I'm going to go right back where I came, over the right shoulder again. And now you can also fold doing that. Now if you know how to do snake, which like a basic snake looks like this, snaking in a line, you could go with the curve. So one fan rotates along that center axis, and then the other one, say these two wicks are glued together, and I rotate my left fan, it's going to push the right fan up. So the right fan kind of just moves like that. It's like an R-type. So that's kind of what it's looking like, although it's from this side, so it looks a little bit different. And so this move with the fold looks like this. I'm going to bring my left hand, holding it down to meet my right, but I've also got to bring my right hand up a little bit. And then the left unfolds, and then the right comes down to meet the left, and then the right rotates while the left comes up. So it goes left, left, right, right, and back.